Wagtail is loving this light. Who could blame it? The orange sun. The weather has given us a bit of a break. The red and black, not a fairy wren that I capture very often. And of course, as I turned the camera off, guess who came out? The elusive, and they wouldn't be as much fun if they weren't.
What strange timing. Hey, turkey. I don't see many turkeys this deep in the bush. Interesting. Far more grounded turkey out here than you find in town. The water just looks absolutely ridiculous right now. Growing more comfortable with me. Which is good. It only took you 2 months, turkey. Sorry, I'm kind of in the way, aren't I? Such a lovely evening. And to think I was almost gonna go into Ballina. I'll save that for the weekend, tomorrow. Rough couple of nights in Ballina, just to give Byron a bit of a breather over the weekend. Did a lot of editing. And it's been extremely emotional going through some of that footage. And sitting here with the sun this morning in Byron Main Beach car park, classic. The sunrise this morning was so beautiful. It reminded me of one of the sunrises here on my birthday, not too long ago. And it just reminded me of how important it is to move around, especially with what it is that I'm doing. I want to inspire people to live authentically, and that involves listening to nature and listening to your intuition when it says perhaps it's time to move on. Having said all that, I gave Byron a bit of a breather, and coming back now and sitting with it again. There is no chance that I am ready to leave this area. So yes, it's time for me to set my camp, to pack my camp up and give the grass some air. It's time for that. There's a couple of things to record, a couple of things to film, and then it's time to pack up. And I'm not going to be going very far, and that's okay, and I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And I knew this is how it was going to be. It is so important for me to be here, at least right now. It'll be clear The universe sends clear messages, and in case any of you hadn't noticed, it's been making those messages a lot clearer lately, and we still manage to ignore it. Anyway, so it's time for me to listen to all of that. I gotta set some kind of example. Because it is so easy to get stuck, it is so easy to get grounded, it is so easy to get territorial, it is so easy to be selfish in this reality. We find ways to justify it. I'll sit at my camp until someone forces me to leave. Until something happens that I can't ignore. And I'm not doing that, because that's what I did with the van. It was a year at least of very clear signals that it was time for me to move on to something new. And I was too comfortable, I couldn't do it. And I'm very comfortable at my camp. Haven't had any issues. And so I won't move. Unless I hadn't had the experiences that I've had, unless I didn't have the connection to reality that I have. And it is still easy to ignore that. We must flow. We know when the flow is gone. It's as simple as that. If you can't have a sense of that, then you need to go and do a couple of weeks in the bush without distraction, because you'll find it.